Ladies and gentlemen, good morning to all, or good evening. Once again, you are welcome here on the Awakening of Consciousness Tribune. This is the headline of international news. Tensions are escalating between Donald Trump and Iran. Yes, you are not unaware that Donald Trump came to power with an indeterminable force. He is ready to impose his will on anyone who wants to listen, meaning he believes himself to be the sole master of the world. So, in this logic, Donald Trump wants to denuclearize the world. He started by wanting to intimidate Iran. Even before Iran, he sought to speak with Russia and China so they could come to the negotiation table to negotiate, discuss the reduction in the use of nuclear weapons, because America wants to be the only power in the world that possesses this great power. So that's how he turned towards Iran. And we know how Iran collaborates with Israel, and we know how Israel is the darling of the United States of America. Moreover, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu was among the first to be received at the White House as soon as Donald Trump came to power. And so it was that Donald Trump sent a letter. He mentioned this a few days. I believe it was Wednesday or Thursday. He sent a letter to the supreme leader of Iran, Ayatollah. In this letter, Donald Trump was very decisive. He was not tolerant. It must be said that he was a bit more arrogant. In this letter, Donald Trump states that he would like Iran to agree to open a dialogue corridor with the United States of America on the denuclearization of Iran. He wishes for the opening of a dialogue. Otherwise, Iran will have to face the consequences. Otherwise, America will intervene in Iran militarily. So he was very clear. Either we negotiate, you stop your use of armaments, or we intervene militarily. And we all know, for some time now, Iran has started to flex its muscles. Iran has really started to show what it is capable of. Yes, Iran no longer hides, and the Iranian authorities have come forward. The chief of the general staff of the Iranian armed forces has spoken out. He clearly stated that Iran is ready. Its allies support it. The chief of staff mentioned Russia. Iran says its relations with Russia are excellent. Iran says its relations with China are excellent. Its relations with North Korea are excellent. And that these soldiers are prepared, fully ready for any military intervention. So, Donald Trump, who comes with heads or tails, has received his response. So, this is what we are going to discuss in this video conference. Before continuing, I ask you to share it as much as possible. Give it lots of likes. And above all, don't forget to subscribe. Invite your friends to subscribe. That's what it's all about. And so let's dive deep what is actually happening. This is a real jewel. And we will see who will win this battle. So, what's happening? The supreme leader of Iran, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. Yesterday, Saturday, he strongly criticized the American policy of intimidation. In response to the threats from American President Donald Trump of military intervention, it must be said that this is a threat that the American president has made. You say you want dialogue, but you come either for dialogue or I will do this to you. But listen, Iran is a sovereign country, and you can even see the way America speaks. This is how the world works. Look at this way of speaking. So, the Ayatollah first criticized. If all that wasn't enough, The Ayatollah categorically rejected yes, considering that Iran cannot be intimidated. So, beyond the Ayatollah, this Friday, so the day before yesterday, the Iranian foreign minister also responded firmly, rejecting any negotiations imposed by the United States of America. We are talking about negotiations. Do we need to impose negotiations? We don't need it. And so, it was first the foreign minister who responded, who rejected. Then the Ayatollah, to whom the letter was addressed, also firmly rejected. And so, despite the threatening tone, Trump specified that he would prefer an agreement rather than a confrontation. We remember, as soon as he newly came to power, Trump had said no. With Iran, I prefer negotiations. I do not want a confrontation, but in any case, ladies and gentlemen, why would there be a confrontation? On what basis? Resorting to armament? But if Iran resorts to armament, rearming itself nuclearly, that America does the same. Or if everyone must respect this famous international law that prohibits resorting to armament, should everyone comply? But the United States of America cannot be there resorting to armament while hiding it. Even the negotiations currently underway between the Democratic Republic of the Congo and the United States of America are to obtain minerals, rare minerals, I would say, to supply the American military industry so that America can equip itself with types of weapons that the world does not have. Now, on what basis does America want to intimidate others? Here is another front that is opening up. So, there are two ways to handle Iran, according to Donald Trump, militarily, or through an agreement. He says, I am not looking to harm Iran. They are great people. So, however, he warned, he said, if we have to intervene militarily, it will be a terrible thing for them. Why would you intervene militarily? So there is another front that is opening up. We still hope that these are just threats. Yes, to show the might and greatness of America against Iran. But we hope that Donald Trump will not persist in this logic, because if he persists, it will create a precedent. Russia, with which America wants peace, is the sure and reliable ally of Iran. And so, if America has a problem with Iran, Iran will use the pact that binds it with Russia. Russia will also intervene, and if Russia intervenes, North Korea will too. If Russia intervenes, North Korea will also intervene. Everything that Donald Trump wants to arrange there will fall apart. So, ladies and gentlemen, here is the headline news. So please share it as much as possible. I will be back shortly with more news. That was the voice of your one and only samurai.